Welcome back, Middle Age Grind. It's been a little while since I've done a video, been busy, but when I find something I want to share, I like putting it out there. So I'm going to get right into it. 7 Things My Boomer Parents Were Right About All Along by Cole Matheson. And whenever I find things like this, I do these for my kids. Hopefully one day they'll watch them and kind of take some things out of this, but I think it can help anybody. And I just like sharing these kind of things here. Handwriting things down actually matters. You know, on to-do lists and stuff, I still keep a little, stuff like this, and I write down what I have to do. And I find it helps. Now, if there's appointments or certain things, I'll put in my phone to keep as a reminder. But I do like having a weekly checklist and writing things down and scratch them off as I go along. Something always been very beneficial to me, and I think it'd be beneficial to anybody of any age. Number 2, face-to-face conversations beat text anytime. It's the way we're going now, guys. People just love emailing and texting and not talking. But if you even just pick up the phone, now it's face-to-face, it goes a long ways to a lot of people. You have to be able to learn to communicate. And I think in the day and age we're going into now with AI and all these software, people who are going to differentiate themselves are people who are going to be able to communicate and talk to people. They're going to be the unicorns out there, guys. Number 3, this is big, and I've mentioned this on other things, and it's true. Showing up on time is about respect and not rules. What this means is time is valuable and important to everybody. And if you're going to show up late, it's very disrespectful. And there are always extenuating circumstances. And nowadays, we live in a time everybody has a phone. If you are going to be late because of traffic or whatever, you got something going on, let the people know and don't keep them waiting. Otherwise, show up 10 minutes early. Good little fact to keep in mind there. Number 4, quality time means putting the phone down. I still find some of the funnest times we have as a family is just sitting around about talking about things without the phone. How was your day? What happened at school today? Remember this time on vacation? Talking actually means it goes a long way, and I think you kids will, appreciate that very much more. Number 5, having a bedtime routine isn't just for kids. And this is true in the fact, pretty much, we all have bedtime routines. Mine is sit in the living room. I usually read anywhere, I'd say from 15 minutes to an hour, a book, or even an article. Usually like having a book going. Sometimes I can bust it out and read longer. And then at night I watch YouTube videos, different YouTubers out there. And that's my bedtime routine. And usually go to bed about, let's say 11 to 12. And then, waking up about 6. That's kind of my bedtime routine. Physical books beat screens for reading. And I agree with that. And I'm going to share this book with you here in a second. But I love just holding a book and reading at night. Number 7, saving money isn't about being cheap. It's about having choices. And living within your means and your budget, it gives you autonomy in life. It's not restricting if you do it right, and it gives you options. I just like that. Wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share this other book. I've shared the last book, and this book here, I'm going to give it to you. Pathfinders by J.L. Collins. And this was a subsequent book to his first book, The Simple Path to Wealth. And he even recommends, if you're going to read the 2 books, to read this one first, even though it came after, and then read The Simple Path. What this book is, it's over 100 people that have followed his advice. And in A Simple Path, quick reminder, live on less than you make, okay? And he had a 50% savings rate. Very high, but he did it. and so did these people. Invest the difference in the broad-based, low-cost index funds, and avoid debt. 3 common things. And the book has over 100 stories here of regular people from all over the planet who wrote in that they followed this. And when I tell you there's someone who was picking asparagus at 5 years old, to people from Ukraine, people in Russia, to everywhere in the United States, from every profession imaginable, it's very doable and it's liberating once they've done this. And that's what the book is about. Very, very interesting. Check it out if you have a chance. And it's something I really enjoy. Just finished this one up. You know, and if you can do this at a young age, I made a video about racing to 100,000 invested before you're 30, you know, for you young people out there. You'll find some very interesting stories on how people do this. They still live life, they're not living draconian, but it's just pretty interesting. So I thought I'd share that with you today. And I'll keep making these videos here when I see something interesting. I know it's been a while, but check it out. Check Pathfinders out. Check out Simple Path to Wealth. And I'll see you real soon on the Middle Age Grind.